I'm Janet Stewart. Tonight on the CBC News at 6, record results.
I wish we were drinking champagne.
Recruiting makes Manitoba Canada's immigration capital. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. They come from all over the world, and they are calling Manitoba home in record numbers. Nearly 10,000 skilled people moved here. But will they stay? The CBC's Lindsay Duncombe joins us now live. Now, Lindsay, what is bringing so many people here?
Well, Janet, most of these workers, the vast majority of them, are coming here under a provincial nominee program. What that means is an employee promises the person work, and then the province sponsors them so they can come to Canada. But there is a labor shortage across the country, and that means Manitoba now faces the challenge of trying to keep its new workforce.
Come join us.
Manitoba's immigration minister is in a mood to celebrate.
I wish we were drinking champagne, but, you know, the people that control me said I couldn't do that today.
The reason? The province has again scooped up far more than its share of immigrants brought here under the government's nomination program. In fact, about 7,000, a population the size of Portage-la Prairie.
I like the Winnipeg. I like the Manitoba.
Jennifer Kim moved here and opened a sushi restaurant.
So like a fairy tale. I think, oh, I'm a Cinderella.
But some Manitoba imports are finding happy ever after somewhere else. The province says it loses about 25% of its immigrants. Family in big cities lure them to Toronto or Vancouver, and cash lures them to Alberta.
The problems come down to support systems. When people come in, they don't necessarily have the support they need to be successful.
Brad Jacobson's firm sells a package of those services to employers who sponsor immigrants. He says with the right language training and help with everything from housing to reading bus schedules, people will stay. This immigration worker says employers need more to keep workers.
They must understand that having an accent, it's not a barrier for skills.
As for the government, it says it's happy with a 76% retention rate.
But at the end of the day, you can't chain people to a province. You know, they're going to move if they want to move.
So we have a 76% retention rate. Is the province planning to do anything, Lindsay, to try to keep other workers here?
Yes, Nancy Allen said that because all these workers are coming in, they do want to increase the amount and the quality of the programs that are here for people when they come in. And to that end, she said the province will contribute funding for those programs.
Thanks, Lindsay. Lindsay Duncombe reporting live tonight. Now, this nominee program is supposed to bolster Manitoba's economy by recruiting and fast-tracking immigrants who have skills we need. Mikhailo Pristupa takes us to a small welding shop in St. Andrews to show you how the program works.
The Canadian dream for these two German brothers started with a visit to family a few years ago.
Our relatives, they came to Manitoba a long time ago, and we came here to visit them. Kind of fell in love with the country, open space, we like it very much, and lots of opportunities here.
So the pair immigrated from Germany under the provincial nomination program. At first, they worked odd jobs in Winnipeg as welders, but language was a problem, so they decided to open up their own business. And as their business prospered, they used the nomination program again, this time to recruit more workers from Europe.
We had difficulties to find people, very skilled people here in Manitoba, because unfortunately young people, they're not very interested in that trade.
The welding shop has so far recruited immigrants from Germany, Ukraine, and Russia. And one of the welders says his experience shows you don't need English to get by.
He says that the group of people here, right, they speak the same language but not English, right? And he says that it's not all the time true that if you don't communicate English all the time, you can't integrate into the culture.
Brothers Alex and Sergey have a soft spot for immigrants.
We had our difficulties as we came here language-wise, for example, and find jobs was a tough time at first, but you know, people helped us, you know, to get started here, so we give that back.
The increased number of immigrants coming to Manitoba is good news for the Scheller brothers. It means they can more immigrants and keep their business growing. Mikhailo Pristupa, CBC News, St. Andrews.
Okay, let's put this in context. In 2005, Manitoba brought in more people under this program than all other provinces combined. Take a look at these numbers. Saskatchewan brought in 468, Ontario 483. Alberta, 609. 8,047 for Manitoba. The top occupations were welders, homemakers, truck drivers, accountants, and electrical engineers. And the top countries from which people came, the Philippines, Germany, India, and China.